theory, we should be live. In theory. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Testes, testes. 1, 2, 3? Alright, what feed is this that I am on? Question mark. This is the vertical feed. And it is not showing up live yet on my end. It says it is. Oh wait, something just happened. Oh, there I am. I'm vertical. Whoa. Okay. Hi guys. This could be dangerous. I have subscribers only mode set to 5 minutes on the vertical stream. I want to check my... What's up, Lions? Hello, Crystal Kitten. Oh, wow. Okay. So definitely everybody's jumping on the vertical. Sophia, I'm definitely going to need a mod in there because I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. I am... Hi, everybody. Ha 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 ha. I meant that. I want to check something and go to the other... Sorry if there's a loop. I want to check the other feed. I need to check the other feed. I am taking a deep breath. Mike Ball in the house. What's up, brother man? Everybody's on the vertical, looks like, right? Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I want to check my horizontal feed as well, though, because I do have both. And looks like DJ Real One just posted. Alright, so there's my horizontal feed. Okay. Well, everyone can hear me, correct? Obviously. I mean, I'm hearing myself. So we are officially... Smoke Shop is dual streaming. We are vertical and horizontal. This is through Meld software. I don't believe I have got the... Because YouTube is actually rolling out dual streaming through their studio directly. I see this one too. Okay, cool. And that chat just came up in that, but I don't think my chat's going to go out through that. I don't need to chat. So cool. I can see both chats in my Meld studio. That is freaking awesome. If I don't keep up with the chat, it's because I'm still working on some technical details in here, but I'm kind of excited because, you know, everybody wanted me to do vertical. I don't do shorts. I got a couple shorts out there, but I think we've all... I need to put this down, first of all. I think we've all, by now, all the creators in here have figured out that shorts audience does not watch long form. And my primary output is long form video. However, if we're going to be doing the live streams and trying to grow the channel, the vertical stream definitely brings in more viewers. And like I said, just from what's happening right now, I can clearly see that everyone, not everyone, but actually it's currently even. But it was way higher on the vertical stream. I know a lot of people prefer to watch from their phones. Now then, for my next trick, the amazing Schmoke will attempt to bring up his remote control. What's it called again, guys? Stream Deck, right? Stream Deck. I'm not seeing it. All right, it's okay. We got to go to the desktop. We can go to the desktop. We can find it. Gotta minimize that. Double click that. And then bring that back. All right. Now I need my phone. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's sucks. So we're going to close that. Now we're going to go make sure we are on Wi-Fi. We are officially on Wi-Fi. Now we're going to go to the Stream Deck app, which is somewhere out there. There it is. All right. Now then, we only have one scene set up, right? That's weird. What's that do? Ha 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 ha! Boing! Did it do it on both? Minimize that. Yes, it did. Now we're going to do that. Boing. And then we're going to do that. Boing. You're a little quiet. Oh, you're right. I am a little quiet. You're right. I apologize. Here, now I'm louder. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. My apologize for being quiet. Let me grab my hat, my new hat, and I'm going to clip this on the hat. We'll be right back. How about that? Where's my water? There it is. Dude, that schmoke is a fucking badass. I'm sorry if I offended anyone with that language. But yeah. Okay, y'all can turn the volume down in just a moment. I will turn this way. First of all, I need to monitor. Where are we at here? Are we on the right microphone? Chickadee check. Is that better? Or is that worse? I don't know. I don't understand this thing. Next upgrade is going to be some new microphones, I think. I got both chats here. So, I support large creators also. Not necessarily ones that are assholes, but ones that are families and stuff like that. And Sleeper Dude, if you haven't ever heard of him, Sleeper Dude is one of my favorites. And it is a family of 5 with a farm full of animals. And the kids are being raised in the shop and being taught all of this stuff. And they're building cars and they're working with the animals and they're doing all this stuff as a family. It's a really good channel. I like Sleeper Dude. I support them. And this is my new Sleeper Dude hat. So, it's a Richardson 112. Alright. Oh no. We're going to make some adjustments. About the same. Sounds like you're a bit far from the mic, that's all. I am, and I'm talking to y'all like I'm not. So, I'll be here shortly. Now, bloop, bloop, bloop. We should be back in normal mode. Niggity, niggity normal mode. Let me just simply adjust this hat some more. Just adjusting. Shoot. Y'all don't make me go all reverb on you, because I will. Can you raise the volume up? I'm trying, man. I'm trying. What's up, wrong drone? Everybody's in vertical. That's funny. That's fine. Fine. So, I don't know who was here or who heard me, but the vertical stream is set to a 5-minute subscribers only mode. All right, you should, now you got echo. Oh, it's not echo, it's reverb. Reverb. Now we'll turn off the reverb. Oops, excuse me. Sorry. All right, now I want to check this real quick one more time. First of all, this is cool. I'm watching on my phone and TV. Sweet, because I think that's 2 views. I doubt it, though, because it's the same account. Yay. All right, I would like to go back to YouTube. Look at that, vertical schmoke is in my feed. Let's click on that. He's awesome. I said excuse me, didn't I, Sophia? Ay. Can we make a loop? Can we make a loop? A loop? Sick bastard in the house. He's on vertical too. Everybody's on vertical. Oh, no, he's not. No, wait, he's on horizontal. I'm looking at the multi-chat. I'm multi-streaming, Sick. I'm on vertical and horizontal. All right, the delay's not that bad. The sound sounds good. We are good to go, kids. Good to go. I have no idea what we're going to do because I spent my morning setting this up. I mean, I did other stuff. I took a shower. I made some coffee. Probably don't need any more coffee right now. So let's switch to Taylor. Welcome. Welcome to the shit show. We are lagging on the vertical stream, but we're back. That was weird. I wonder why I did that. Very interesting. Camera change. Wow. Other camera change. Wow. Boink. Back to that camera. Wow. This is fun. All right, gang. I am very proud of myself, and I'm going to drink some water to celebrate, because water is important. We should all hydrate more. Thank you for coming in, Wrong Drone. I appreciate you popping in. This is, right now still an experimental thing, but I do have some stuff set up to work on, though I'll have to possibly adjust some camera angles. Whew. That, and we're about to break 80 degrees because it's hot again. Oh man, water is good. Water is good. Rob's neighbor. Ha ha ha. Which feed is he on? He's vertical. Hi, vertical, Rob's neighbor. How's the vertical feed? I'm in multi-mode. I'm in vertical and horizontal. Yeah. What? Yeah. Working on some lavender aromatherapy because that's always important. Keep your head right, kids. I'm doing karate over there, and I'm live over here. Crazy. I wouldn't mind having the chat up there. I should possibly swap those. I wonder if I can do that without crashing everything. I'm stepping through the fog and creeping through the smog. What's up, Schmokes? Hey, gang. What's going on, B? Good to see you, brother. I appreciate you popping in on the vertical stream. Very interesting. Well, I know just from what's happened with my content that people, I won't say people, a lot of people, when they pop into my channel for the first time, I see that they hit the shorts first, which is funny because shorts are definitely not my priority, as I just mentioned. But I've got some entertaining ones out there. The problem that I'm going to have, I just realized it, is if I go work on our project over there, I'm not going to be able to see both chats unless I swap them and enlarge the font. So kids, we're going to do some more technical stuff whilst I do some other stuff. And some things will be going on during all of that period. So we're going to move this over to this screen. This also to this screen. At which point we're going to take this, none of which you can see, of course, and put it up there. Oh my G. Now I can see the chat. Comstock. Why did I say Comstock? Taylor Comstock. Oh, because that's her last name. Duh. Sorry. Okay, so there's the chat. Can I make the chat larger? Large. Font size. I can make the chat larger. I can also make the chat window larger. Whoa, the chat window's larger. All right. Now, the problem is that it's still not, well, that doesn't matter. It's showing me both texts. Or both chats. That's what's important. Boing, boing, boing. You're a hoot, man. Man, I ain't even. I'm just getting started. Welcome to the shit show, like I said. um, I try to be real. I try to have fun. Schmoke is, of course, a character. There is a other human being that is not necessarily 100% schmoke, but we're pretty similar. My IRL person is can be pretty angry sometimes, I will admit. Got you on horizontal. Wait. Well, you just commented on vertical. Anyway. Top chat. Wait, we want live chat on all windows. I guess it doesn't matter over here. I also play a fictional character. It's all real. I mean, I'm when I say that, Schmoke is me, and I is Schmoke. But butter. We're all AI on here. Yeah, right? Or at least AI modified. No, I'm a real human being. I just don't always talk like this. Cheesy guy is not normally my my normal speaking voice, necessarily. Yeah, I was on both. Ha ha ha! Excellent. Everybody's on both. That's even better. I believe that will. All right. So, that's exciting. I'm actually quite proud about that. I assure you, I'm not an AI. Uh-oh, we're having issues across the board. Okay, we're back on horizontal. We're back on vertical. Now, why is it doing that? He's a gronk. You know, I was about to call out my super secret ninja mod. All right, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain. What does that say now? Hang on a minute, yo. Get out of my way. I want to see that. It buffered for a second. Good to see you, Adam. I'm just trying to figure out all of my... I'm trying to figure out all my issues, guys. Live on YouTube. How's that for real? How do I hide that so I can see? Oh man, I got yellow flags on all windows. Wonder why. We up to 10. Is everybody smashing like? That's another thing that I forgot to say. Although I do have it posted. I have it pinned on both comments. Anywho, I do have some yellow flags on my YouTube feed in the studio. As such, viewers will experience buffering. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Open widget? Okay, open widget. Oh, I don't need all that. Excellent condition. Okay, well, nothing changed. My neighbor must be watching special movies or something. Anyhow, I would really like a better internet connection. Thank you, Sophia. However, due to my location at the end of a private road, I'm not necessarily going to get a better internet connection. I would even probably be willing to pay for it. All right, we're back to excellent on both streams. Phone view is wild, just a giant smoke face. Well, I mean, I could... Where am I? I'm over there. Yeah, I could do this. Giant smoke face. Giant smoke face. The thing is that the damn vertical stream, I need a tracking camera, which I have a gimbal that will track, except you have to run it through their software, and you can't live stream through their software. But one of these days, I'm going to work on that as well. I need to turn this that way. And now I got the light, which I was trying to not get the light. I am the light. And then da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. All right, gang. Oh, by the way, we got another camera right there. I guess I could try that and see what happens. Boink. Is that the right one? I'm looking at the wrong thing again. Nope, not that one. That one. Blue. That one. Oh my god, I almost died. Again. That's like twice today already. Da-da-da-da-da. Not bad. The colors don't look as good on that camera in my... Got here just in time to see you dance. All right. Which stream are you on, Shaggy? You're on Vertical. Oh, wait. Yep. I'm dual streaming. I'm on Vertical and Horizontal. And I'm looking for subscribers, because I'm pushing 500. And onward and upward to 1,000, of course. Tripping over your own creative mess. Exactly. Yes, my shop is a mess right now. We can go into drone mode. Drone mode. That is where I was working on the motor scooters, and they exploded. And there's one exploded motor scooter. And a bucket of parts. And the other scooters over here, we'll talk about that in just a moment. And then the TBR7 is over here. It's exploded also. When I say exploded, I don't mean literally exploded. It's just taken apart partially. Vlog mode. Basically, the last time, I don't know if y'all watched the video, but the last time I took the TBR7 out after having fixed it, on the way back, it started, I have a digital meter that monitors the voltage, and it started going above 14 and into 15 volts. And so one of the comments I made was, I hope this battery doesn't blow up underneath me. But as soon as I got home and turned it off, as soon as I got home and slowed down to an idle, it died. And basically, yes, B, exactly. The conclusion I've come to is it needs a voltage regulator. I've already ordered one, I have one on the way. Now, that being said, there could be a wire disconnected that would cause those same symptoms because the voltage regulator isn't part of the circuit if the wire is disconnected. However, I have had electrical issues with this bike since day one, which is one of the reasons I got it so cheap, and including a reverse polarity issue, which was putting power to a ground, which can burn out a lot of the ground circuits. So the regulator has not been replaced since then. This is an issue, so like I said, the regulator was 25 bucks, I think. So I got that on the way. That'll probably be another video down the road. Check the chat. I hope the battery doesn't explode under my arse. Yeah, exactly. So if you super mod mode, woohoo! I don't want to do a whole bunch of videos of that same bike back to back. Did I hit the right button? I did. But I will probably do the process and film it for a long form video down the road. What was I going to say? I also ordered, excuse me, for the people monitoring the motor scooter stuff, the motor scooter, I don't know what was in, what did we do? We did it on a live. I don't think I made a motor scooter video, actually. After Thanksgiving. I got to keep that in mind. Shoot me a message if you're coming all the way down here. Well, it says stop off in Florida. So yeah, shoot me a message and let me know, Shaggy, when your plan is, so we can coordinate. Back to the scooters. I think everything I've done on the scooters was on lives, though I have footage to make a long form video. The last one, we put the new petcock on and it would not start. I was able to get it started. However, basically the gasket had seated wrong. However, it created an issue, and there is I haven't taken apart and diagnosed it yet, but I believe the Kickstarter return spring has broken internally. So that's going to be another project coming up. Hey, Luke. Thanks for coming in. I'm just trying to check the chat real quick because I've got it. It's sort of working, but not really. On my end. It's working, but I have to. Mods are ready for war. Let's go. Did you open the stream to everyone or just subscribers? Yeah, no, it's just subscribers. The vertical is, I know you've already had this discussion, but the vertical is set up to a 5-minute wait, and the horizontal is a 1-minute wait, which is what I normally do. I just know that there's more of a chance for trolls on the vertical, so if y'all want to wait 5 minutes and come in and start talking schmack, bring it. I still get the subscriber. So anyway, the scooters, like I said, the other one, there's an issue where once I started using the electric starter, it started kicking down the Kickstarter, and now the Kickstarter doesn't really work right. So there's something broken internally. I know that the previous owner, I'm just saying this, I might use it later in a long form video. I know that the previous owner changed some variators and weights and clutches and stuff in one of those scooters. I'm not sure which one, but if he did it wrong, it could create that issue. I have no idea if anybody knows what I'm talking about, but now I'm over here. Pakow! Ninja. All my mods are ninjas. It's awesome. Kia! So, for my next trick, what are we going to do now? Figure out where I am. I'm still on both cameras. That's the main thing, is I got to make sure that I'm on cam. Because the vertical gives me a lot more play space, but my horizontal, that's about all I got. I can't make it any wider. A lot of mods in the building. I appreciate it, because I don't have all my mods. I'm missing one, I believe. Renegade is not, I don't see Renegade in here. But any background music. Nice, B. Thanks for calling me out on that. Yes, we could pull that off, but because I'm dual streaming, I'm concerned about using more resources. Fastest finger first. I don't have a damn clue as to what you're talking about, but it sounds interesting. Internal scooter parts, if that's what you're talking about. All right, I've got a yellow flag again on my YouTube. So B, that's why I don't want to play any music, is because I'm using a lot of resources doing what I'm doing. I have the, see, Lion's Nose. I have the, let me try that again. 3, 2, 1. The multiple cameras that I'm using, the one that we're on right now is USB connected to the computer. The other cameras are wireless, and they are utilizing the wireless network. As well as the stream, 2 streams, mind you, because these are 2 independent streams, and they're both going out on the Wi-Fi as well. So that's using a lot of bandwidth. if I bring in music, then that's going to be using more bandwidth. And I'm already, like I said, I'm starting to get some errors. They're not major, they're minor errors, and they seem to be alleviating themselves. We're getting yellow lights, not red lights. So, this needs to switch to that. I want to check that real quick. Huh. Yeah, okay, so our vertical has 26 views, and the horizontal has 12 views. Sorry if you just saw the side of my face. Uses too much bandwidth, maybe. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I could make music happen relatively easily. Except then I'm still on Wi-Fi, so no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it this time. Live music would work. So yeah, we could do that too, except the music room is a mess right now. Play them drums for the new subs, bro. Do I have new subs? I mean, I have new subs. By the way, welcome new subs. But I'm wondering if I'm getting new subs now. I have my Doombeck out here. Oh, almost threw out my back grabbing it. There's that. Sorry, I'm not that good at spontaneously doing that. The djembe's better anyway. I mean, I like that little Doombeck. It's great, portable, weatherproof. I mean, you need to hire a band to sit in the background and play. The synths was one of my best lives. Yeah, I hear you, and I'm seriously contemplating doing a second channel just for live streaming so I can do more music and stuff like that without screwing up my algorithm completely. So much chat happening, and I can't really see it, mainly because... Whoa, I just figured something out, I think. What is that? Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I'll have to figure that out later. I think I just figured something out, though. Like the hand pan guy, just sit in front of VW and talk calmly while you tap away. So that's funny if you know what a hand pan is, Rob. I've wanted a hand pan since the first time they were introduced to the public. But you had to literally go out to, I think it was Switzerland or Sweden, and meet with the original artist, and then he could decide whether or not you were worthy of one of his instruments. So basically you could spend about for me, I could spend about $2,500 to go out there and have him say no. No, you can't spend another $2,500 on one of my instruments. Anyway, they're still, for a good one, they're still $2,000 for a good one. But yeah, I need a hand pan. You've seen me finger drum. That was a terrible example. We got this. Just do your thing, bro. Yeah, but I want to interact with y'all. Hello. F that. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the way it originally was. And then people reverse engineered it and figured out how to make them. I'll get my good drum. I'll get my djembe out. Be right back. Oh. This is my good drum. This is a African, straight out of Mali, Africa. If you haven't heard it on previous lives, I was taught to play djembe, African drum, by a guy named Abdul Doumbia, who is a master from Mali. I do not play African style, though I let it influence. I play freestyle. We'll play that in a little while. We got him on a tangent. Drum and sing, freestyle session. I would use it as a sled today. What are we using as a sled? I missed that part. Oh, the two different chats is weird. Wow, the big boy. Yeah, that's I gotta turn this font back down to medium. I also need to check on something real quick because I just heard some weird stuff outside. I'll be right back. Okay. It's the neighbors on the other side of the fence. They are the closest neighbors to the door there, which is why I hear their stuff sometimes. Which view chat has more viewers? When I last checked, it's the vertical. I'm not going to deny that. Now, that's more views total. Concurrently right now, we're at 9 vertical, 4 horizontal. And total is 32 views on the vertical and 15 on the horizontal. Did he just grab a pistol? Almost. You would have heard that though. I would have warned you. Freestyle. Which view chat has more viewers? This one, vertical. Did he just grab a pistol? All right, I think I'm caught back up. So I'll talk about music. I love talking about music. I may have to adjust. No, we're good. We're real good, actually. Oh, we're even picking that up that well? Okay. So, traditionally, a djembe is tuned tighter than I normally tune it. However, with Florida being humid, I try to be mindful and not keep it too tight. Also, with my back is hurting. With my style of drumming, I hate drumming in this chair, but I like it a little bit looser because it gives me a little bit more ability to manipulate the sound. Vertical wins again. Let's go, all my vertical viewers. Have you thought about getting sheepskin drum? When you say sheepskin drum, I'm not sure what you mean. Traditionally, djembes are goat skin. My particular djembe right now I've had goat skins on it. I've had cow skins on it. It currently has a buffalo skin on it. And the buffalo skin should be less susceptible to the humidity, theoretically. I'm not, when you say about getting sheepskin drum, like I said, I'm not sure what exactly you mean by that, Taylor. Because the skin is just the skin. The drum is wood. African lingay, I believe. Oh, and I have no idea how this is going to sound, and I have no way to monitor it. But it may be very loud and distorted. But I'll try and play relatively quietly. Although you can't really play a djembe quietly because it was the moo? It was the, oh, cow. The way they communicated between tribes. So it's made to be loud. I'm going to try and not be self-conscious and just play my drum. And I apologize if it sounds like shit, but I'll probably play for a minute. Taylor, I don't know if by ring drum you mean like a hoop drum? So the finger drumming is something of my personal addition. I learned to drum my fingers by somebody in elementary school and incorporated into my drumming. What's up, Moto Bomb? It's hard to read, think, and play drums at the same time. Musicians know exactly what I'm talking about. Like Phil Collins being able to play a drum kit and sing at the same time is mind-blowing. I appreciate it, real one. That's the beginning of an African traditional beat, the mothering beat. I'm not going to get into all that. I'm going to get really hot. Oh! But that's a taste, y'all. I need to turn the fan on now. That drum is very heavy. Woo! I mean, the fan is on, but we're going to turn it on higher. Higher and higher, straight up we'll climb. Is that Van Hagar again? Man! I don't know why old Van Hagar always pops into my head. Oh, Star Winters. Welcome in, Star. You got that right, Smoke. I can't even say a sentence while trying to play guitar or word throw my timing off, which is already terrible. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Phil Collins blows my mind. I've gotten where I can, on my drum kit, I can speak and I can kind of freestyle a little bit like a rhyme, but it's something that's evolving. I'm learning. It's fun. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. Whoo-wee. Yeah, that's drumming, African, like I said, whatever I'm trying to say. Hand drumming like that is, or can be, excuse me, can be hard work. It's hard work. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm looking behind the scenes. I don't recognize the name of Star Winters, so hi, Star. I was just trying to see if I recognized who it was, if it was somebody that we interact with regularly, or if you're new to the show. Welcome either way. So we're going to close that back out and go back to there. Beard camera. Boing! Ha! Beard cam. There's not any coffee in there, was there? Speaking of coffee, I don't have any coffee out here. See? Oh yeah, that was the DJ Real one. Yeah, see? If you talk like Smoke, you gotta talk like this. Yeah. I'm gonna find my coffee, which I'm pretty sure is almost empty, but I'll be right back. Please hold. Oh yeah. I know you can still hear me, and my coffee is almost empty, so entertain yourselves. I'm going to make a quick cup of coffee, as quick as I can. Guinness, would you like to say hi? Say hi? No? Yeah. Pardon my loud noises. Emptying the coffee grounds into the trash can. Super convenient. Those stupid little plastic cups are going to be turning up forever. And I don't have any kids, but I'm more worried about that than most of the people that I know that have kids. Anywho, I'm just rambling incessantly. I have no idea what the chat says. But we're brewing, so back outside. Hey guys, it's me, Smoke. We're back. More caffeine for Smoke. Groucho voice. She's, I validate. She's all bro from mine. Right on. Lions. Still gotta feed Batman. Bruce Wayne. Cardio. Yeah, exactly. Hope everyone has had a lovely Sunday. So far, so good. I am based in Jacksonville, Florida, so it is only 1:45 p.m. here. And if you are in Lionstown, you're looking at what, 6 o'clock? You're at dinner time, huh? Za-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm going to check on that. Talk amongst yourselves. Coffee Talk. What was that from? Was that Coffee Talk? Was that Saturday Night Live? Way back in the day, maybe? Hi, Guinness. How are you? How's the coffee brewing? Let's go see if Bit wants to say hi. Bit, you want to say hi? Come here. No? It's like, I can always tell when you want me to make noise. We could go into per mic. Listen closely. She's trying to figure out why I'm all up in her face. Anyway, I don't know if y'all could hear that or not, but that was per mic. ASMR cat purrs. This is me shaking my coffee maker because the fine grounds clog the filter. And if you just wiggle it just a little bit, it works better. Okay, coming in to say hi. Hope y'all don't mind. I know you're probably all busy talking to yourselves. Hey guys, I'm back. Love cats. I can't type on a keyboard anymore. Wow. Okay, lots of stuff has happened. I'm going to check the chats. Sorry about the beard cam. We had a late fried brunch for me. Brunch. That would be yummy. Ah, yes, Star, absolutely. Glad to have you. Checking the other one. Play heavy drums. Badass is legal use of language. Fishing a pick out of my acoustic at the moment. That's always fun. I can see you doing the salt and pepper. Yeah, right. Beard gang. No shave November. You growing it back? I'm going to go grab that coffee and put some little bit of cream and sugar in it because that's how I like my coffee, with a little bit of cream and sugar. I would get the cats to do it, but they don't have opposable thumbs. It would be much more convenient if they did. Evolve. Evolve. Dang it. They're not evolving. All right. Coffee is good enough. A little bit of sugar from a plastic bag, which is very strange to me, but it's the best way to get it. Price-wise. I mean, I guess the best way to get it would be from a sugar cane, straight from a sugar cane. They grow sugar cane sugar in Florida. I live in Florida. Please enjoy Smoke's incessant rambling because it makes him feel less guilty about not being on camera. That was a lot more creamer than I wanted, but whatever. Here we go. Back out into the garage. Hey, we're back. What happened? Anything? Shake, shake, shake. Beardo. On the way. Just triggered a song lyric. What's up, Revenge? Excuse me. If anyone is a creator in here, I'm going to put this out here since I actually have mods today. If anybody is a creator and would like their link shared, say the word, and one of my mods will gladly do it for you. I'm going to sip some of this coffee, reload the lavender aromatherapy device with a fresh batch of nice lavender. No Motobomb, when I get a can of whipped cream, the gas ends up getting out of it before the whipped cream comes out. I can't figure out why. Yeah, there's definitely a delay between the chats. One of them, not me though, don't know how to do all that slick shit. Slick shit. Sophia is the best at that. Sophia. Also, I am not the best at pronouncing her name. That's our entertaining interactions. Which reminds me, Sophia, I need to break out some of my boxes that happen to be lying around here and show you some of my similar items. I was going to do something else also. Oh yeah, I remember. Be right back. I need the emptying jar, as well as Guinness. I'd let you come outside, but you'd really get in trouble. You'd get stuck in something because you're fat. Fat cats get stuck in stuff. What happened? Where are we at? I shouldn't be holding this in front of the screen, although there's nothing wrong with a container of already been vaped lavender, which you can utilize after it has been vaped and make a coffee or a tea. I could rotate that and then you'd still be able to see me. Oh, we're in the lights now though. Oh dear. How's that? Is that good? I think it's all right. It's not great for me, but it'll be all right. Sending these messages in both chats at the exact same time so you can see if there's a delay. Oh, well, I would have had to have been paying attention. But no, the delay that I'm talking about, Revenge, is I'm streaming this through Meld. I'm not utilizing, I don't have the dual streaming on YouTube yet. So I'm going through Meld software, and then it's basically two different streams, and then it's being fed back to Meld in the chat. So I have both chats there in the Meld software, but I'm watching them pop up and then take about a minute before they get up there, which you can see when people are using StreamYard. You can see that happening. It's not the end of the world. I'm just trying to keep up, you know what I'm saying? Looks good. So, for those who have not been here before in my shop, I'll tell that story real quick. This is, am I all up in it? We're not too bad. This building is a 40 by 60 building, steel building. It is 20, I always forget this, I think it's 23 at the peak feet tall and 18 at the eave, which is the edge. Within that steel building, I built a 20 by 40 residence that is 2 stories, leaving me 40 by 40 for this shop. So I have a 1,600 square foot shop with high ceilings, and I have a, whatever it is, 20 by 40, 1,600 square feet also, but it's 2 stories in the house. I don't know why I had a hard time with that math. It's way more space than I need as a bachelor, but it was basically built this way for resale value in the big picture. Just trying to clear my lavender device. Now I have to find my lavender. Mechanics Playground. Yes, I refer to it as the ultimate bachelor pad. And I'm not hiding it at all. Basically, I had plans and some money saved up to do a much smaller scale of this. And when my mom passed away, I inherited some money, so I invested it in this project and made it bigger. Because go big or go home, right? And at that time especially, barn dominiums were very trendy. But, I mean, I could sell this thing for a lot more money than I have into it. Again, I'm not keeping it a secret. I built this for $150,000, including the land. And I could not have done it through a bank because I would not have been able to meet their timelines and all that. But, okay, let me adjust this. Yeah, one of these days, as a bachelor, you know, the house is not very clean and all that. It's not terrible, but it's not the way I would want it to present it on the internet, I should say. So one of these days I need to go through there and do some finish work and do a nice deep cleaning, and then I'll do a walkthrough in the house. There is a video on my my page. I believe it's called Barndo, at least on the thumbnail I think it says Barndo. I don't remember what the title is, but it's the process of me building it from the ground up. It's a terrible video. It's one of my earliest. It is, I think, possibly my earliest long-form edited video. But I can use a lot of that footage and redo one here down the road. What's going on here? We got a local guy who owns the barber shop. He has a similar setup like you. So the idea, not a bad investment. Yeah, theoretically, I could easily, again, with what I've got into this, I could easily make a lot of money if I put it on the open market and just explain what it is and let the realtors play their game. I had a realtor basically making me an offer that was mind-blowing before I'd even finished it, but he was a friend of mine and I think he was just kind of talking smack. But the idea, the concept of the metal building, if you look when they throw up a Dollar General, Family Dollar, all those shops, those are all metal buildings. It's a super cheap and easy way to get your basic structure up. Then you can do a build out, dress it up on the outside and the inside and make it look pretty. Shaggy Mane, speaking of puffy guy there, he and I have joked sometimes about opening up a restaurant, but I think that's how I would do it, is I would just build a metal building and then put some of the rock facade and some old wood and stuff on top of it and all that. But the metal building itself, it's an engineered structure. It's already engineered for your town and all that, so the permits on that part are relatively easy. I don't trust my friends either. I'm not sure what that meant. I missed something. Adam's dropping something. What's that, Adam? Are you just dropping random links, or is that somebody's page? Oh, fucking sick, dude. That's my Barndo video. Super mod. Look at him sneaking up behind the scenes. Mod menu for Adam Fisher. I don't know what that did. That's weird. It was supposed to be Barndo. It is. It totally is. You did a great job, buddy. That's awesome. You said you didn't believe your friend who is a realtor. Oh. Message deleted by moderator. Oh, no, that was it. Hopefully that's the same thing that you just reposted. No, I just couldn't tell what it was without clicking on the link. Yeah, it's not that I don't. We were friends from the bar scene, and he's a friend, but he was in realtor mode, if that makes any sense. He was, hey, yeah, man, you could do that. You could blah blah blah. That guy. You can you allow the mods to share links? We can't click on it. You can't click on it. Okay. Never knew all that. Much respect. Thank you, Lions. Y'all cannot click on that link. Adam keeps taking it down and putting it back up for some reason. Or he's got it on both chats, I guess. What's up, Igor? So can nobody click on that link? I'm going to look behind the scenes and see what I can figure out. Oh, we got to turn you again. Hey, guys. Sorry you're all up in my face again. I could back you up a little bit, probably. Oh, God, don't fall, guys. Sit still. Just sit still. Just hang in there. That's a little better. Plus, you can see USB ports. Thank you, Motobomb. Yeah, it works in horizontal. Okay. I can only click it on the landscape stream. Okay. Worked on my laptop. All right. Let me go here to the vertical stream and see if there is a setting that I need to change. I am doing well, Igor. We had a good time Friday night. Saturday, I really did not do much. I hung out with Sophia, actually, not literally, but virtually, in her live for a while. And then I think I took a nap because I stayed up way too late in DJ Real One's live. Yeah, I found that you can't in live chats for some reason. Well, they're saying, I know it works horizontal. I don't know if links work in vertical. Let me go onto my phone and worked on my laptop. Friday was lit. Yes, it was. What's up, Mr. Burberry? We got a whole bunch of real ones in the house. It's 80 degrees with a freeze watch, guys, in Florida right now. Can y'all see that? That's awesome. 80 degrees with a freeze watch. That's mind-blowing. That's Florida. That also reminds me, I need to protect my... I don't think they work in I need to protect a pipe that somebody, a rat or somebody, peeled all the insulation off of it. I'm going to pop your video up here in a minute, Real One, if I can. Welcome in, Pam. Most people have issues with vertical. Alrighty, alrighty. I want to see. I'd like to buy the world. Da, 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 da. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, there we are. So there's that. Too much technicality going on in this stream. Oh, I thought it was going pretty smooth. I'm not having any issues. We're just learning. Okay, so yeah, I see the link, but yeah, it doesn't, you can't click it. That's interesting. Let's learn together. Let's go here. Turn that back to there. Turn this volume down so I can't hear that. I don't want to be in YouTube, actually. I want to be in Google. because we're going to Google that ish. Can I share links in a vertical YouTube stream? Yes, you can share links, but they're often not clickable. Well, what's the fucking point? That stupid AI, man. They can see them, and creators can share clickable links in the stream's description or comments if they have enabled advanced features. Huh. So yeah, interesting. I don't think we can share links on a vertical stream. It's not just your yeah, no, that's a lot of times people don't do something because people keep spreading false information. So I like to do my own research. Because AI, everybody thinks AI is so great. AI is just going out onto the web and looking for the information that you're asking for. So if there's a bunch of false information out there, AI will grab that false information and feed it to you. Everybody thinks AI is so great. Sorry. Smoke break. Coffee, smoke. Taylor, cheers. I don't smoke cigarettes, but... Anyhow, that particular moment did not prove my point, but I have plenty of times found information that disproved whatever AI was telling somebody. I don't like AI, if you didn't know. And I've been a computer guy since the late 70s. Vertical for life. AI shit. I hate it. Yeah, and I mean, I think several of y'all in here, I'm going to sit down. I think several of y'all in here realize that I am relatively active in many of the YouTube help groups. And one of the main arguments I get in with a lot of those people is them trying to convince me that AI is great and the future and all that. And I'm like, I understand it as a tool, but my primary issue is that there are people out there that are taking AI, I have a video on this too, and they're making an AI script, an AI thumbnail, and an AI faceless video. I mean, how much effort does that take? Welcome in, Pam. Again, if I'm a little slow on the chat, it's because I'm running through a software, so there's a delay before I get it on my main screen that I'm watching. But welcome, Pam, and thank you, Sophia. The AI thing, though, I mean, I appreciate it as a tool. Like I said, I've been in a computer since day one. I have an Apple IIe sitting right there. You can even see it, I think, on the horizontal. But computers doing computer stuff is fine. But suddenly it's trendy to use the term AI, and most of what people are referring to as AI isn't AI anyway. What up, Wes? Welcome in, my friend. We are dual streaming. I can't tell which one you are on, but I am dual streaming horizontal and vertical right now. How do you confuse the younger generation? Give them a set of encyclopedias. Yeah, I've got encyclopedias somewhere too. Actually, those got lost in the move, but I still have a set at Dad's house. No one watches football. They all watch smoke. AI can be a tool or it can be a stick of dynamite. Exactly. There's a lot of software in the editing of our creative endeavors that we're making that is AI powered and can do some really amazing stuff, like taking the background out. I mean, the phones nowadays, they could take this video and completely trace me out and blur the background and sharpen me and all that stuff via AI. That is a handy tool. However, like I said, typing an idea into a computer and saying, make me a video about this, and having it spit out whatever I just said, a script, a thumbnail, and a faceless video, I have literally gone onto a software that I was using, vidIQ software, and had it take a video of mine, analyze it, and spit out 30 shorts in less than a minute, if I remember correctly. It was ridiculous, and they were all stupid. Welcome to my first vertical stream, Wes. The Tandy computer got misplaced. Yeah, I've got my Apple IIe. I also have a Timex Sinclair somewhere. Now I'm on the horizontal. Welcome to the horizontal. Schmuck is a great guy, so we have to show him love and support his channel like we do for you. Thank you, Igor. I appreciate that. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, genuinely. I'm, building up to something bigger. Not that there's a big plan, but I'm trying to build a solid YouTube channel, and I appreciate y'all being part of the community. It's going to grow, and we're going to get bigger. I've got plenty of projects here. I'm just trying to dial in all these little details so that by the time I get to 1,000 subscribers, I've got a nice presentation, I've got merch available, and I've got a solid community already built. Because a lot of people don't think about doing that stuff until they're at 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, and it's a bad search engine, Lions. So I don't know, some of y'all I'm sure remember this. There was a program back in the day, and now I got to remember what I was about to say it and I can't remember it. I think it was called Metacrawler. And it would go, you could type into it, and it would search all the other search engines and bring you all of their results, which is what they're calling AI now. I could do that 20 years ago, 25 years ago, more than that. Mr. Burberry, exactly. StreamYard will generate shorts from my live streams, which it doesn't enhance anything. Would that be considered AI? They just make clips for you. Yeah, because the AI is what's making the clips. And I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying that's one of the tools. Like I'm saying, it's all tools. People can do whatever the F they want. That's the beauty of this world in reality. And that's where we're headed, is whatever. People can do whatever they want. I will be one of the last man standing that is non-AI. That's just my personal choice. If I click on a video, if a video comes across my stream, again, this is my personal feelings. If I am researching a subject and there are 2 videos up there, and one of them on that subject, and one of them has an AI thumbnail, and one of them has a genuine person's thumbnail, I'm going to click on the genuine person's thumbnail. If I click on that video and it's an AI voice, I'm going to click off of that one too. It's prejudiced. It's neat. AI ain't that smart. Siri can't even speak Welsh. How much longer before you're monetized on here? Taylor, I'm pushing 500, which is the first level. Excuse me. And then 1,000 is the next level. The main issue I'm having... What's up, Toya? Welcome in. The main issue I'm having right now is the watch hours, because I had a really popular video a year ago that had a lot of watch hours that are now dropping off. So I'm going up on this end and dropping off on the other end at the same time. So my watch hours are kind of maintaining, but they're slightly fluctuating. They're not going up again yet. They will shortly, but not yet. Again, lavender aromatherapy. Nothing wrong with that at all. I appreciate it, Pam. The thing is that AI is not, AI, speaking of AI, YouTube does not really put my channel out there, excuse me, because it's confused, because I refuse to niche down. That's another thing. I can give you the formula to grow a YouTube channel very quickly. It is not what I'm doing. Post shorts one after another. Yeah, exactly. That's not what I'm doing. But Igor, yes, you can very easily grow a YouTube channel by doing exactly that. I can post you a link of someone who has made a shit ton of money out of shorts. His name is John Scott, and he used to work for vidIQ, and he quit because he was making a lot more money doing shorts. He is now starting his own website. I'm not going to put it up here because I have an affiliate link if I look for it. I got to find it. I'll bet it does too, Shaggy. But yes, exactly, Rowan. Point being is, if you want to grow a YouTube channel, what I would suggest doing is start from scratch with a fresh, clean slate. My first mistake was, this was my personal channel, and I used to sell on eBay, and I would post demonstration videos and stuff like that, and things that I wanted to share with people on Facebook before Facebook had video. That's what I used this channel for. So the algorithm was already confused before I ever put out a YouTube video to start a YouTube channel, if that makes any sense. Welcome in, Quick Shoe. Good to see you, brother. That's how you get those watch hours. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Yes, please. Sick bastard. Da, da, da. I fall off the algorithm often by switching genres. And that's the thing is, like I said, if I were to, I'm going to stop looking at the chat for a second. If I were to start a new YouTube channel and I wanted to do it strictly for the money, I would start it on a very specific subject matter. Like, for instance, since I have a lot of wood people in here, I joke about this in another video, I would start with making coasters, custom coasters, you know, just as our example. And I would do every possible method of making a coaster, different combinations of wood, you know, strictly wood coasters. And then once you've got your established audience, you could broaden out a little bit and bring some of our resin friends that are in here and make the resin overlays and stuff like that. But my point being is, for initial growth, you make coasters, and that's all you do. And you talk about coasters in Instagram, you talk about them in TikTok, you talk about them on Facebook, you talk about them on vertical form, horizontal form, shorts, and long form. And you do nothing but create content about coasters. I guarantee you will grow a channel super fast. But you have to be consistent and keep doing it. As soon as you bring any other subject matter into it, it's going to confuse the algorithm, no matter what they tell you. Because supposedly it's looking at each video now. And that's what keeps me alive to a certain degree. But I think there's two different things going on there, where the algorithm is like, well, this guy's basic channel is about this. He did a video about this, but we're not going to show it to these people because they wouldn't be interested in it because he's mostly about this. Well, I'm fluffed. But so the other end of that, Sophia, is exactly that. 40 to 50 grand a month posting shorts on all platforms, plus he runs a 4-hour live stream just doing his daily routine and not even engaging the viewer. That's crazy, Igor, but I feel you. I mean, that's exactly the formula that I'm talking about. That is reality. And that is dedicated to doing exactly that. That's not being personal, that's not anything. That's why I talk about starting a second channel to a lot of people. Now then, this channel and our channels that we're talking about here, we're not trying to do that. We're trying to have personal channels that are about what YouTube was originally about, which is you. It's become a capitalistic money grab, and that's what the majority of people on here are trying to do, is find a get-rich-quick scheme. Man, I'm frickin' ranting, guys. Is that what these are supposed to be about? The Sunday smoke rant? Also, run your long videos as live stream while you are not even on there. You take old video and pretend it's a live stream, but it's just old video with a live chat going. So, Igor, yeah, that's an interesting one. That's actually very interesting. Right on, Rob. That's me. Appreciate it. Or that's not Rob. That's Rob's neighbor, Carrie. Honestly, we were just trying to keep it real to ourselves. I do this for fun and love of good music, not money. That's just a bonus. Exactly. I'd love to make it, but I'm not worried about it. I'm allergic to money. Must work hard for very little. Yeah, and that's why I'm self-employed. Yeah, that is a big cheat, Igor. I kind of, that's interesting because I could literally live stream my longest playlist, which at Real One's idea was to make a playlist with every video on your channel. So I have that. So yeah, you could live stream your entire playlist of every bit of your... That's an interesting thought. Yeah, I don't think there's anything illegal about that. Will they? I'm going to look into that, Wes. I'm interested in that. Apparently, you can also put up a playlist. Keep it under 12 hours. Yeah, I have plenty of playlists. Love your attitude on YouTube. Thank you, Motobomb. I mean, again, I've not been producing on here, but I've been part of the computers and the YouTube and the internet forever. And I have a very good friend that's not with us anymore. I could share his link, but he is the person that taught me. He actually went to school for broadcast journalism, and he never followed through with it, but he had the knowledge, and he started a YouTube channel. And whatever the word is, posthumously or whatever, he's not with us, like I said, but his channel actually does relatively well, even though I don't think there's anybody to even get the money anymore. You won't get credited for more than 12 hours per live. Yeah, I know there's a time limit on lives for sure. But YouTube back in the day, like I said, was, again, people, hi, this is me and this is what I'm doing. And that's where vlogging came from and all that. And then people, when monetization came into it, again, people started trying to get rich quick. So there are plenty of genuine content creators out there. There's also a bunch of, pardon my French, bullshit. And like, you know, personally, I don't watch Mr. Beast or any of that crap. You know, it's content driven. It's content driven by a desire for views, if that makes sense. Not seeing all the comments. Right. Because the comments, the comments are on two different streams. I'm going to try something, guys. Hang on a minute. It's going to take me just a second. What I would have to do is, it was Video MySpace. So it was actually a personal site originally. I don't know if y'all know that. I don't know a lot about that, but YouTube was originally a personals. All right, so we're going to go to our horizontal layer, and we're going to, I don't know what that was. I don't know if y'all heard that. That was weird. We're going to try and add, no, not that one, that one. We're going to add display capture, source, yeah, I don't know how to do that. Dang it. Live stream you to peak at 2 or 3 hours or whatever. It's not working right if you're in it for monetization. Must be members. I don't do any transactions on my phone. None. No, it's not members. It's not a members thing. If I didn't complete that sentence, quick shoe. I've got two different streams running. I'm running vertical and horizontal. And what I'm trying to do now is bring the chat from my Meld software onto the screen. But I don't know how to do it necessarily. Oh, yeah, I do. No, I don't. Real one, you gotta go to work. Damn it. Have fun. Shaggy, you out of here too? Gotta go feed a dragon. I'll film it for you so you know I'm not kidding. All right. Is it a Komodo dragon? Excuse me. So yeah, quick shoe. I apologize. That's why. I'm not sure which you're on horizontal and a lot of people are on the vertical. Let me I'm going to try this again. I should be able to do this. I got to figure out how though. Boop, 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 boop. I know one way I could do it. I could go over to here and I could do a pop-out chat on this. Pop out, and then we would take this, delete that layer, and then add a layer. Excuse me, display capture. And then we're going to put live chat, right? Is that? Uh-oh, yep. Pew, 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 pew. So there's the other chat that you were wondering about there. Whoever was wondering about that before the chat moved. It was Quick Shoe. Quick Shoe, you should be able to see the chat now in vertical on the vertical stream. Because I am dope as hell, funky fresh, amazing, yeah. Welcome to Smoke Shop. All right, so now, see what we got here. I'm so confused. Oh yeah, there's a lot more activity on the vertical chat. I make 0 per live stream just because it's music, but I could care less. That sucks, real one. You're not making anything? The damn copyright shit. Vertical, you can tap 3 dots at the top and go to chat filter, click see all. Yeah, but I'm running 2 different streams. Pam, that's the thing is, this is through a software. I'm running a vertical stream and a horizontal stream. So whichever stream you're on is the only chat that you're going to see. Except now the horizontal stream has the vertical stream in a window. Scrolling pause. Oh, I'm way behind. I don't think I've ever been this far behind. Thanks, guys. It's another... I haven't ever been this far behind on my chat. Awesome. See you later, Shaggy. Okay, so Shaggy and Real One, peace, love y'all, thank you. Star, you out of here also? Thank you for coming in, Star. I appreciate it. Promotional giveaways, but you got to be a subscriber. That loophole helps to get new subs. That's something else we're going to work on after I get 500. Because once you're 500, that opens up a lot of legalities. That doesn't combine, but it lets you see more. I'm on the vertical stream and watching you here. I have no idea where your horizontal stream is. Probably can find it on your channel page, correct? Yes, absolutely, Motomom. It'll be under lives. They're both right next to each other. Hi, Moto. Crystal Miller, welcome. Howdy, howdy. Boom, both streams liked. Nice. Welcome in, Heather. Motomom, Virginia. If you click live on the channel, both streams should be running there. Yep. And now, like I said, I got to move over that way. And then you can still see me. And the horizontal viewers can see the vertical chat. And Sophia just popped up the vertical stream or horizontal stream link. Except the problem with that is that verticals can't click links. Dang it. But you can copy it and paste it, theoretically. That's cool. Hey guys, thanks again for hanging out. My coffee's getting cold. I'm going to try and stand up without throwing my back out. Woohoo! I'm also going to... Oh, well, that sucked, but whatever. Also, never kick out any trolls, but instead just ignore them. Trolls also help with the chat activities on live streams and views. Wow, Crystal with some new tips. Igor, you know, the troll thing, I have no problem kicking out a troll. If they're just being goofy, I don't care. But if they're being hateful or anything like that, no, they're getting jacked. My stream will not have any hate or anything like that in it. I don't even, so far I haven't even had to say that in the description or anything. But no, I won't support anything hatred or we're not going to have political discussions or religious discussions, you know. We could touch on philosophical ideas, but we're not going to try and do that here. Like I said, I may still start a second channel called Smoke Stream or Smoke Streams. And that would be more for the rants and discussion of stuff like that. Adam, we don't have any trolls. I think a lot of it has to do with the subscribers only thing. But again, it goes back to YouTube not necessarily putting my stuff out there that much or that broadly. So that's another reason I don't get a lot of trolls. And my content is not going to be interesting to trolls. Hi, Horizontal Chat. Hi, Pam. Good viewers may leave because of one or two bad trolls. I would say boot them if they were vulgar. Yeah, like I said, I don't put up with it. I don't. Now again, DJ Real One, we had to adjust a couple of things which is the subscribers only thing, to try and settle it down, because he goes on Friday night and we would get trolls like 50 at a time. It was very hard for me at that time. I think we've got 2 or 3 mods. But it was very hard because a lot of times I was there by myself and trying to play whack-a-mole. But they're just being stupid but light on live streams. Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at with it, Igor. I agree. I've left live streams because no one was taking care of the trolls. Yeah, send me the trolls. I haven't had lunch yet. And that's what I'm saying. You know, like Lions, for instance, one of the funnest things on his stream is watching him. There's a way to get rid of trolls by simply calling them out and playing with them. I joke on some of the live streams because this is a community. We're all on each other's lives. I like to bat the trolls around like a cat with a cat toy. I like to, you know, respond to them and interact with them. But yeah, if there's any hatred or vulgar to any extremes, they're out. I don't mind a little bit of vulgar. Right, Moto Mom, and that's the thing. Is if you want to take the effort, I remember Schmokes all trolls in the beginning when TJ01 started. Yeah, dude. Oh God. Anyway, but that's how I learned to mod. You know, because I'm a lot. I now have. I went from never going into lives to now I'm in a whole bunch of people's lives, and I try to be an active mod. But total brain fart. Love me a troll bashing. Yeah, exactly. The point was that, yeah, if you interact with them 9 times out of 10, they're not intelligent enough to hang, and they'll leave on their own if you call them out and just start interacting with them. They go, "Dah!" and the smoke comes out of their ears, and they go, "I don't understand," and they leave. But, the other thing I was saying was the subscribers only mode gets you those extra subscribers, believe it or not, because there are people that, if you leave it on 1 minute, they'll subscribe just for the sake of popping into troll. What's up, Rhodey? Welcome in. Sterling Wheel, what's up, brother? Welcome in. We are Marilyn Monday, tortures the helicopter trolls. She's a comedian and has the knack. Yeah, it's fun, like I said. Welcome in, Sterling. They have a beep beep does not compute moment. Exactly. Again, if anybody, I don't make everybody mods, but there are mods on both streams. I am streaming vertical and horizontal. If you would like your channel posted up there, just say the word and somebody will post the link for you. Yeah, Lions is fun. Lions is great with them. I'm going to leave my microphone out here and step inside and use the restroom. I will be right back. Actually, I'm going to take the hat off and then I'll remember. Oh, that was backwards the whole time. Be right back. And we're back. What happened? Anything? Caffeine is a diuretic. So what's up now that he's gone? Schmoke was doing the pee dance. I gotta scroll up here. I got all kinds of stuff happening. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how active my chat is. This is fun, guys. We're doing better than we ever have. Rhodey, I said hi. Sterling, I said hi. I don't mind the trolls until they dox me. You're a great job being a mod. Very fair judgment, and you were patient with them. Thank you. Lions handles them very well, yes. Schmoke was doing the pee-pee dance. What's up now that he's gone? Revenge, you took too long. You could have gotten the crown. Or do you have the crown? I didn't even look. Station break, that's all. I'll be nice this time, but when streamers go in to take care of business, I usually tell them I can hear you. I know better. I take off the microphone. Comments from viewers on live streams helps, and social media attracts more comments, better traction. Exactly, and that reminds me, smash the like button, gang, if you haven't already, preferably on both streams. Took off the mic so that we can't hear. Love it, Crystal. Yes, Pam, I have it on a huge TV up here and on the computer monitor over here. I have it on horizontal. I'll take a look at her. All right, we're back. So, I forgot what I was going to say. I had something in mind to say to Igor. Oh, speaking of contests and giveaways, my plan is when I get the 500 subscribers point and can get my membership on, I've got, I think everybody has seen them, but just in case they haven't, I think I have one here. Oh, don't tell me I don't have any. Down here. Yeah, I do. So, I already have stickers and t-shirts in my physical possession. In the long term, I'm going to be setting up a page on Fourth Wall, but for now, when I get memberships, I think what I'm going to do is, for the first so many members, I'm probably going to do 99-cent memberships and then a higher level of memberships. And I think for the entry-level 99-cent one, it'll be like a sticker or a sticker pack for the first so many members. And then for the higher level, maybe do a t-shirt. But the thing with the t-shirt is obviously they cost a lot more money than the stickers did. The stickers were not expensive. I could give away a sticker to everybody and it wouldn't be a big deal. The shirts, you know, they were hundreds of dollars. But anyway, you know, that's one of the things that I do have in play. Like I said, big picture, all of these little things that I'm doing are part of the bigger plan, which is multi-camera streaming, live streaming, being able to record that multi-camera streaming at the same time, and then utilize some of the footage and make it into long-form videos. I'm going to be having a link so that 500 can get in free. It's a platform kind of like Patreon. I plan on sharing it amongst our group here. I know Fourth Wall has a Patreon membership type program also. For now, I'm going to go with the YouTube stuff and set it up. And then I may explore some of the other options. I know Adam specifically asked me about Patreon. I have had people ask me about Patreon. I'm trying to keep everything on YouTube just because I know a lot of the diversification loses a lot of people. Because some people are very adamant about, you know, I watch Facebook and only Facebook, or I watch YouTube and only YouTube. Excuse me. So personally, I'm focusing on YouTube. I have no Instagram presence whatsoever. I have a small Facebook presence as Smoke Shop. I have a personal Facebook page, but it's not associated. Instagram, I can't even wrap my mind around Instagram. I've never understood Instagram. Message deleted by a moderator. Did we get a troll? Oh. No. It was just Lion saying, Oopalala Nikki Joy 3D Sci. Oh, VI. Oh. You heard of Vasilla Axe Murder House? Facebook gives quick sponsorship, also TikTok. Yeah, I have no desire TikTok. So TikTok is where, as far as I know, shorts came from. So I hate TikTok even more than I hate shorts because TikTok was the source of shorts. The idea of a 30-second media thing that comes across my phone, and if I see it and I can't quite wrap my mind around it, it disappears after 30 seconds and I can't watch it again. If I remember correctly, that was the original TikTok, or was that Snapchat? Either way, I'm like, what? I don't have that modern minimalistic attention span. I need to understand things. I need to analyze things and completely understand them. Yeah, it was a cat, I think, Lions. I don't know what Vasilla Murder House is, but getting ready to go for a 26-degree ride. No thanks. So you okay over there, buddy? Might have been me. I'll take a look later. Being on every platform can just be too much. Snapchat, yeah. Like I said, live or shorts, I understand. People keep trying to explain to me, oh, well, if you put your stuff, this is why I'm doing the vertical stream. Part of it. But yeah, if you make shorts, man, you just gotta watch. You gotta do shorts, and then those same people will complain to me that nobody's watching their long-form videos, and that's because shorts viewers do not watch long-form content. So I don't want a shorts audience at all. I want people to watch my long-form content because I take a lot of effort to make that long-form content. And big picture, once my channel hits and I get a big audience, that's where my good money's gonna come from. Live streams, to the best of my knowledge, I don't know, but I don't think they pay that great necessarily. If you do it right, they can. But Revenge, you out? Peace, brother. Thank you for coming in. I would say a good percentage of people, by the way, on here right now are overseas. I would say possibly 50-50. That is also interesting to me, the fact that we are in these live streaming communities, international friends, virtually or whatever. That's so cool to me. I need to remember that I need to be over here so that you can see me I see what I've done. So I need to do that. And then that sort of alleviates it? Or did I do worse? I don't know. Including me. Being on every platform can just be too much. Yeah, I'm not that guy. Like I said, the Instagram, I tried, I get on there every once in a while because somebody mentioned something about Instagram. Excuse me. My problem is the vertical stream, I'm on that edge. And the horizontal stream, I'm on that edge. Right, so I need to move the camera, brain fart, this way. Oh, right. And then move over this way. That's so weird, it's still doing that, no matter where I put the camera. Once again, I don't understand. I guess I need to crop it differently. That's sort of better. I can't, my mind, 70% of viewers on social media watch videos under 5 minutes. Humans lost attention span nowadays. Exactly. And I am not saying that my long form video has people watching from beginning to end, but that's another thing that I'm learning, is to get that hook and to put the information out there in a manner that will retain them. Because that's what you want, is you want view hours, you want watch hours. And that's why a lot of people do lives. But lives pay at a much lower scale. Right on, Crystal. I appreciate it. But yes, Igor, I completely agree. It's funny because it's almost like their mind is set to a percentage, because no matter what the length is of the video, they watch a third of it, basically. Only shorts that work in your favor are basically advertisements for things that you are posting long forms, like I built a barndominium and a couple teasers. Right, and that's what I use shorts for normally. I use shorts for exactly that, if I choose to promote a long form video. However, the last time I tried to do that, I was trying to do it in whatever my editor is, DaVinci Resolve, and for whatever reason, I could not get it to post as a vertical on YouTube. YouTube kept seeing it as a long form video. No matter what format I put it in, I wasn't doing something right. And it pissed me off to the point where it was like, I don't care about shorts anyway. This has pissed me off and I put too much effort into it. I'm done with shorts. And I flipped that switch off and I said, I'm not doing shorts anymore. I may occasionally throw one together, but it's not worth my effort. Like I said, John Scott will teach you. If you want to do a shorts mission, go on a shorts mission, this guy will teach you everything you need to do to make viral shorts. I will find his link real quick, as a matter of fact. Easiest way to do it is going to be through Discord. But yeah, that's making like goofy stories and animated 3D animations and cartoons and quick cuts and just goofy, mindless drivel. You can make a shit ton of money making that. I have no desire to make that. What's new? I don't care about what's new. I'm just trying to get a message. Oh boy. I rambled a bunch. I need to check the thing. I think there's definitely a sweet spot. I've heard that that's exactly what YouTube is watching for now, is mainly the watch hours you were getting. Well, yeah, watch hours is where you get paid also for your advertisement as well. Shorts will tell you when you're going live next, and of course, like you were saying, can promote a video longer. Sounds logical, but that's always my mistake. Well, I'm based on logic, and that's the thing is, I understand how computers work because they're based on logic too. It's either on or off. It's that simple. AI is not... Anyway, I'm not getting back into that. I appreciate that, Motobomb. Joe Rogan long form, but only if there was a good short or I know the person on the top. And again, I'm not saying I never watch a short. If something catches my eye on my feed, I'm not saying I won't ever click on it. However, I spend a lot more time trying to figure out how to get all these damn shorts out of my way on the feed. Because I normally watch on PC. I don't normally watch on my phone. Back to my phone. I'm trying to accomplish something. I'm going to John's Discord. Then we're going to go back here. Back to, I think he has a completely separate viral shorts course. Here it is. Let's find the, I gotta find the link. Oh my gosh. He's doing very well with this. What's that link, Adam? Is it something that I was talking about? I don't know how to find it. I could message him directly, but I know. Scott viral shorts course. Sorry, guys. If you know someone who is Discord wise, I would like to check out their info. What is that link you posted, Adam? If I may ask. Shorts link, thank you. Okay, hang on just a minute. Sorry. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I know how to do it. I'm just going to do this. Yes, that'll work perfectly. So we're going to take that. Holy cow, I can do this. Then we're going to copy that. Then we're going to go into... We got this. Come on, Schmoke, you got this. Bum 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 bum. All right, vertical coming for. Oh, you can't see it on vertical, right? You can't click it on vertical. So we're gonna put it on the horizontal stream. John Scott. Oh, you already did that. Okay, well, Igor, thank you for coming in. Enjoy. Have a good rest of your weekend. Viral short something. Damn, Adam, you're getting good at this. You must have been a mod behind the scenes before I even gave you a wrench. So yeah, I haven't clicked on what Adam posted, but I know what that is right there is John Scott's YouTube channel. And from there, you can get to any of the things that I'm talking about. I would genuinely appreciate it if you tell him that Schmoke Shop sent you. Because I am in communication with him on Discord, and that could get me brownie points. So if you click on there and do anything interacting with that, please let him know that Schmoke sent you. Thank you, and back to the show. I'm going to close that now. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I'm going to drink some more water. And I'm going to sit down again because my back is hurting. Viral short something. Exactly. I guess everybody's on John Scott's page. I'm going to refill my water. The sound that you're going to hear is not me relieving myself, but water being put into a water jug. And I will be pumping a Zephyr Hills bottle. What? Oh my God. Ooh, it does smell good in here. Ay, ay, ay. I will look at that. Thank you, and I will. Oh, man. So, yeah, to whoever I was rambling to about that, John will literally show you everything that he has done to make the money that he's making. And the figures that he was making are what Igor was talking about. In the tens of thousands of dollars a month if he's consistent and makes good quality shorts. That's not saying that that's going to work for everyone or anything like that, but he lays out every bit of the formula, including the softwares and how he gets the ideas and all that. Also, we have a good little Discord community on John Scott Discord. I will probably do a Discord myself. Somebody was asking me about Discord. I don't know a lot about it yet. I play on it from the user end, but as a creator, I have not done anything on the Discord yet. I'm seeing an extreme lack of activity, so we're going to check some things. Can I move that? Or does it screw that all up? I don't know. I think it's okay. It's okay. Oh yeah, I got one person on horizontal and 8 people on vertical, theoretically. Now, does that disappear or is it going to come back? Oh, I'm not up to temperature yet on my lavender vaporization experience. I just made a coffee and a lavender one. Ha ha ha. All right, so we're back. Oh, you're good, Adam. I mean, I appreciate, again, I appreciate each and every one of you. My mods are doing a great job. Everything is going, I could not ask for it to go better than it is. I'm not complaining when I look at these numbers or anything like that. They're actually better than normal. I'm just monitoring it because I'm learning from my experience. That's how I felt earlier in horizontal. That's great. So everybody's leaving my horizontals and going to my vertical. Well, as I dial it in better, like I said, I'm going to try and get it to where I don't know if it's going to work with this one, this gimbal. I have a gimbal, but I know that they make gimbals and tracking cameras that will track me. And that's the main thing that I would need if I'm going to keep doing a vertical stream. Crystal, there is an entire playlist on my channel of, I think it's called Creator Stuff. And it's basically everything that I've done to get to this point. Including the software setup that I'm using, the cameras that I'm using, and how to utilize all that stuff. My partner wants to go multi-platform streaming. So this is my first one, Pam. And the way that I'm doing it right now is using the Meld software, Meld Studio software. I am strictly on YouTube, but I could take either one of these feeds and send them out to whatever platform I want to via this software. Just from this setup that I have right now. In the near future, I know currently, as a matter of fact, YouTube is rolling out dual, format streaming. So YouTube will be natively able to do vertical and horizontal, and it will combine both chats. So that's important. But it does not allow me, if I utilize theirs, it doesn't allow me to do the different camera angles. Is Meld free? Yes, absolutely 100%. Their business model, I believe, is as they advance the software further, there will be things added on that will cost money. But as of, to the best of my knowledge, right now, everything that is available on Meld is free and will remain that way. Eventually, they will start adding paid items in addition. Thank you, Adam. Man, you are on point, brother. He's on Twitch but wants off of there. Yeah, again, I've never played with Twitch or Snapchat or TikTok or any of that. I have a personal Instagram account that, again, I do not understand it. And the only reason I keep it is because I am in touch with one particular person, and that is the only way that she communicates anymore. So occasionally I check to see if she sent me a message. But last time I checked it the other day, and I had not seen a message that she sent me in September. So that's how often I check it. Damn it. And every time I try to understand Instagram, I just can't wrap my mind around it. There's like 3 different formats going on there, and yet you can't interact. I don't know. I don't understand Instagram. Adam, I got to shoot you an email. I still owe you a t-shirt. The largest t-shirts I have are extra large. I'm not sure if that's cool. Not saying anything. I know a lot of people prefer a 2X, and I did not order any. Eventually, I mentioned earlier, I'm going to start a 4th wall. I've started messing with it. But 4th wall, basically, they do the printing and shipping and all that stuff. I don't have to deal with any of it. These shirts were made by a friend of mine who has a t-shirt shop. I only watch stuff on Instagram. That's as far as I go. I guess I use messages there too. I've never ever been on Twitch. Me either. I don't know what it is even, really. I know it's another format. And that's the thing. There's all these formats out there. And every time you turn around, there's another one. So it's the way I'm looking at it is either pick one and stick with it, or yeah, you've got to spend all of your time doing this. And it's stressful. Dude, YouTube trying to do this full time is stressful. I'm making zero money. I've made less than $20 off of Amazon affiliate links. But I'm not monetized at all yet. I am not making any money. And I put in more than full-time hours, more than 40 hours a week into this. Absolutely, without question. So my point being is I can't imagine trying to do it on however many, 3, 4, 5 different platforms. I can't even wrap my mind around that. And I'm just really trying to get a nice solid lavender aromatherapy experience. And the thing with vaporizing your lavender is, with this particular device, it's not necessarily as productive as the traditional ways of consuming lavender aromatherapy would be. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then it doesn't matter. I post cat pictures on Instagram. And that's the thing, the thing with Instagram and Facebook is, theoretically, since they're both owned by Meta, I know in the beginning when Meta first became whatever that was, is you could do your streams and your posts and all that to both Facebook and Instagram, and it would take care of it all automatically. Frankly, I can't even figure out my Schmoke Shop page on Facebook because it's completely different from the personal page. It's a business page, and it's totally different. There we go. I could spend more money and get a fancier device, but this one still works. Pouring honey into bags. Okay. Crystal, if you don't know Sophia, you guys should get together, because I hung out with her as she did a whole bunch of plant maintenance the other night on a live. She has a lot of plants, and they're very healthy looking and beautiful. Cheers, Sophia. That reminds me. In honor of Sophia, 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 Sophia. I don't know who all's in here. Some of y'all are going to be totally bored and not understand this. But Sophia just moved and went through some of her personal stuff and shared it with us. And I was interested in the fact that I have very similar boxes full of similar stuff. $573 plants. Holy cow. I don't know, dude. Y'all are probably in direct competition with each other. I can't even wrap my mind around 507. That's I can't wrap my mind around it is the phrase of the day. But the concept of 573 plants and taking care of them, it's like having an Instagram account or something. Okay, never mind. Crystal, you win the plant hoarding prize. Oh, that's funny. What's in this box? I'm just going to see if I can find anything cool in this particular box. I've showed some of this stuff before. I don't think there's anything particularly old in this one. But this is a El Cheapo Tibetan singing bowl. But it has a crack in it, so it doesn't really sing the way it should. This is an eyeball. It's a porcelain eyeball. This was from a restaurant that burnt down, and I found it in the rubbish. And then an ex-girlfriend broke it for me. Luckily, she glued it back together and tried to discreetly put it back where it was, like I couldn't tell that she had glued it back together. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What do we got here? Oh, here's the... I want to say Dorje, but I don't think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's cracked. It resonates all weird. Oh, here's a dancing monkey. He probably doesn't dance anymore. A little bit. Save the whales. You singing bowl would make a good wind chime. I have wind chimes too. It's one thing I've never owned is a singing bowl. Hang on a minute, I'll go upstairs and grab my good one. I got it. I'm going to, hoping to be able to make a short where I deliver a whole bunch of aloe vera plants to the Dakota Boys and Girls Ranch. Yes, put the broken bowl out for the rain. That's a possibility. That's not a bad idea. This is actually inherited from somebody that passed. This is from Jamaica. It's hand carved, pretty dope ass pipe. Here's a crystal. It's quartz. Here's a, oh wow, yeah, here you go. Here's a rose quartz pyramid. Ha 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 ha! There you go, Sophia. It's Egyptian and everything. It's a pyramid, and it's quartz, and it's a rose quartz. And I'm shaking from coffee, not DTs. I don't drink that much. I don't drink that much at all, actually. I have had DTs in the past. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's it. But you can't see it because I'm pink, too. Humans are pink. So Sophia was using a black background, which would be great, except that I don't have one. Oh, sure I do. I have a black glove. Flink. There we go. Ha ha ha. Pyramid. Birdie. Come closer. Okay. That's what she said. Oh, this, I have nothing in here as far as stones. This was something I picked up at a thrift store a long time ago. We're all pink in the middle. Yep, exactly. This is a part of a peace pipe. I've told this to some people that are in here before, but this was a peace pipe that I made many, many years ago. We used to do powwows, Native American powwows, and this was the bowl. I carved it. This is soapstone. That's an Egyptian head. I'm telling you, Soph, you have no idea. The synchronicity between you and I is very interesting to me. Speaking of lowrider stuff, pardon the girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever, from many, many years ago, and her wonderful hair. But that was a 1991 Nissan. I'm trying to find it right. Pickup that had two 12-inch subwoofers in the back. And yeah, I used to be real into cars, lowriders. All right, we were looking at music festival pictures. That is an early, I believe Wani, but that's a Swanee music festival from a long time ago. That picture's not that great. That's why I wasn't worried about holding it there that long. I'm trying to see if there's any good pictures that I can come across real fast. There's after the cops beat the shit out of me many, many moons ago. We won't get into that. Fuckers. Stupid pigs. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I got tons of pictures. Not all of them are great. Yep. I was just trying to see if there was anything particularly cool that I could find. Oh, that's something else. We talked about cards. I got lots of cards. Thank you cards. Birthday cards. Taylor, thank you for hanging out. I love the mystery boxes. Guess I had a Nissan. That white car I was telling you about. Another thing. That's so crazy, dude. All right. I'm going to run upstairs real quick because this is what we're doing, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to grab my Tibetan singing bowl and maybe another box. Be right back. And we're bringing the microphone with us. We're now in a stairwell going upstairs, taking a right turn, taking another right, taking a left. You are now in Schmoke's bedroom. Oh. Let's see here. What would be good to grab? That's our next one. We could bring it. He's kind of cool. We'll bring that to share. That'll probably be it for now. I could bring that. That'd be fun. I'll bring him too. All right. Just a couple specific pieces from my altar area. And I gotta keep them behind the camera so it can all be a surprise. It's fun. Live streaming is fun. Oh yeah, the cops thing. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell the gist of that story. The gist of that story was basically, I don't need to get into too many details. I had not been to a bar or a club in a while and went to a club and hung out and had like 2 drinks. Was not drunk by any way, shape, or form. When I left, I was backing out of a parking space and a beautiful girl walked across the parking lot and I got distracted and bumped a car, backed up into a car. I put it back in gear, went to pull up by the front door to let somebody know that I hit the car, and somebody, a bouncer, comes running out of the club and punches me in the face through my through my driver's door, at which point I punched it and dragged his ass out to the side of the road. Well, this is a relatively big club, so there were multiple bouncers and off-duty cops. Next thing you know, basically I saw security on his shirt as I'm kind of dragging him through the parking lot and realized it. And I immediately stopped once I realized that, and I expressed, I had no idea who you are. He snatched me out of the car. Him and 2 cops beat the shit out of me. Thank God the 3rd cop that showed up was somebody that I had grown up with and I knew, and he broke the whole thing up. I don't even think I ever got any charges from that. I ended up in jail, but I think everything got dropped. But anyway, so that's that story. It was great. Wonderful night. Ha! So there's that story. Did I lose everybody yet? Ah. Ba, 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 ba. Well, that's weird because I can see that Sophia horseshit. I can see that she shared her link, but it's not coming up on here anymore. So that's interesting. I'm not getting all of the chats anymore. That's weird. Am I still streaming? Weird. Oh, I'm so confused now. Because I think we're all with you still. Horseshit, right? Yes, you are. Okay, so Sophia is posting on both chats, but I'm not getting the horizontal chat anymore. Huh. Weird. Just, yeah, again, just learning and checking things on my end, but I appreciate that y'all are still here, and now back to the show. So, my favorite, this is another inherited from a person that has passed away, but I was given the option to have first dibs on some things, and this was my absolute first pick, and it happens to fit right into this little cool little thing. But I do not want to drop it, obviously. But this is a pretty cool crystal ball. With lots of spirit windows and stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. You can take some pretty cool photos using one of them crystal balls. I'm saying it with a southern accent instead of your actual accent. You could take some cool photos using one of them crystal balls. So, the next trick is my actual Tibetan singing bowl. That's a decent one. It's killing me not to ask you, what do you want every time you talk about... What do you want every time you talk about a crystal? Oh, I get it. So that's my singing bowl, my good one. I was introduced to the Tibetan stuff, old, again, not with us, Pathfinder, my early hippie guru, whatever, had a bell, the singing bells, which is wow. Bruce is so zen, awesome. My favorite thing to do with that is wake up at a music festival before everybody's awake, climb out of my tent and go out and play that very loudly. And people will come out of their tent and gather around. It's good, powerful magic. My battery is about to die on this microphone, unfortunately. I'm going to try and keep an eye on it, but please let me know when it does. And I want to check some things real quick. It's the best frequency. Well, they're actually tuned to different frequencies. They're tuned to your chakras, and I don't remember which chakra that particular one is tuned to. I want to say your head, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. I shouldn't have even said that because it's a lie. I don't remember at all. If you look up, hang on. That's what I'm trying to do. Analytics. 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's what I was trying to look at. So, Adam, if you're still ninjaing in here, or if any of y'all want to look it up, I believe it's midnightsun.com. But if you look up a store called Midnight Sun, that is a very good friend of mine. And if you've ever seen the kite shops, the kite stuff that I have scattered around here and heard of me doing kites in the past, the person who owns Midnight Sun is someone else from that family. And basically, it doesn't matter. She has built an empire called Midnight Sun. And it is based off of touring at Grateful Dead shows and selling tie-dyed kites. It's not that anymore, but they sell all of the metaphysical, all of the crystals, all of the bells, all that stuff. Some killer tapestries, great clothes, hippie stuff, lots of cool hippie stuff. I was going to say head. Yeah, so I think it is head. I just don't want to. You need a loud horn while you do that to make it even louder. Oh, it's loud. I was playing it very quietly, Crystal. No, I can play that thing. I can make it. So there are crystal bowls that are like that. And I have witnessed somebody taking it louder and louder until the resonant frequency literally exploded the bowl. And those things are like $1,200 a piece. So there were tears. But yes, it's a resonant frequency thing, and as you ride it, if you understand that, you can amplify it and amplify it and amplify it to the point where it can crash. It's actually quite amazing. It's neat stuff to play with. But I don't know if anybody's looked or found it. I would like to see if I can find it real quick. It is I don't even think she's managing the place anymore. I think she's just traveling and buying cool stuff and going to Dead shows, and has a management crew running her store. I'm sure somebody's gonna. I can't find it. Okay, hang on. Boop. It's .net. That's why. So then I'm gonna go back to here, and I'm gonna put it on that chat. Boop. It is on the horizontal stream because I know that you can click horizontal, but I don't think you can click vertical. But that is Midnight Sun Imports, and that's somebody else that, again, I could probably get an affiliate link or, all kinds of stuff for sharing her information, but, she's just an old friend. I'm going to help Pam about that. Do you have a channel or link about you? Comes up with a movie, midnightsun.net. Adam beat me to it again. I don't know what comes up with a movie. There's a, there might be something at the top of the web. Oh, if you do a search for Midnight Sun, yeah, I'm sure it does. And their website, I think this is showing me a mobile version of their website. But anyway, they are, I don't know what my point is. They are, as far as I know, very active online. And there's a physical, what's it called, brick and mortar store that is super fun. I'll post in horizontal too. Crystal Miller. Bye, Schmoke. See you later. Thank you, Toya. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you later. I need to use the restroom again, so y'all check out each other's links and all that, and I'll be right back. I don't think we're going to hang out much longer because I think my battery's going to die. I'm going to put it in the charger while I run to the restroom, though. And I have 2 more things I want to show you. What happened? Midnight Sun, Midnight Sun, Midnight Sun. Midnight Sun, Midnight Sun, Midnight Sun. Ha ha ha! We're back, kids! Alright, so, is anybody here? Everybody still here? Anybody? Everybody? My next exposition, I don't know, is this little guy. He's a skull, but he's carved out of bone. So he's actually a bone skull. He's awesome. He's pretty cool. I used to have a real big thing about skulls, because everyone has one. And guess what else? Everybody dies. So, for my next trick, an actual skull, not one in a rock. Well, that's coming up next. So, I've had several. I'm in a group with a lot of wood carvers. And, yeah, I love that little skull. People have been asking me about carving a pipe. I've said, hey, I'm going to carve a pipe. Since everybody's carving, I'm going to carve a new pipe. Because I used to have a nice hand pipe that I hand carved. And I just showed you that peace pipe head. Well, back then, I was working on this one, was going to be my next one. And again, this is soapstone. It's very soft. It's not super soft, but I mean, it's for stone, it's very soft. So what I may actually do is finish this and then maybe make a nice hand-carved wooden stem for it. That would be kind of cool. Because it's too short to actually just use as a pipe. I'd burn my mustache. But that could be something I might play with some more. And last but not least, my Native American flute. I also have one that I've made out of bamboo. I did not make this one. This was, actually I scored this at a thrift store, believe it or not. And it's not set right. These things are super sensitive. Yeah, it's not really set up right. But anyway. Red ochre? I think it's just a type of soapstone. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I would have known it 20 years ago, I could have told you. Pretty cool. Oh wow, your box is so much better than mine already. This isn't even box stuff. This is the stuff that I've gotten out. This is the stuff that's pretty important to me. Oh, I don't even... This is all... Not all, but a lot of this is my old band. Well, no, it's not. That's a lie. I think that's Enya. Yeah, maybe that's a different stack. But a lot of these old CDs, yeah, like all these blank ones, are recordings from my old band that, you know, I think they're all too damaged possibly to even play anymore. But there was, or possibly still is, some really good music on here. And it's all original music. So I don't have to worry about copyright strikes. And this computer actually has a CD-ROM, so hopefully I can save some of it. You need a didgeridoo. Please hold. Y'all think I'm fucking around. Shit. Assuming I still have a microphone. Speaking of things I haven't played in a long time, and things that are cracked. So I used to have a better one. This one's bamboo. Made by, is his name on it? Magic Winds. I don't remember his name, but I used to have a PVC one that was badass, but I think Tanya ended up with that. Tanya being my ex that Adam actually knows, I think. But it's cracked. I don't know if I already showed you that. Plus it's just nasty, but we'll play it. Need to rip them CDs onto a hard drive. I do. And I actually have a hard drive that has some of that stuff, but I think it's corrupt and dead. So I'm going to try this and see if it works out. The battery is dying. If I could even play it anymore. Wow, it's been a long time. I can't. Yep, can't do it. But I have a didgeridoo. But I haven't played it in a long time. And it's something that I would have to retrain myself to do. Plus, like I said, that one's damaged. Damaged goods. I can't do the circular breathing. I never taught myself circular breathing. But I can play it and I can make some really cool noises. Why did I think you wouldn't have a didgeridoo? Yeah, someday soon, like DJ Real One wants to, we'll go back in and play in the music room. There is a previous live that the thumbnail is, I think I'm standing behind a synthesizer. If you want to see some music stuff, there's a lot of me trying to fix things technically, but there is some good music in there too. Now I'm interested. It's a loose lips thing. It did it for a second, but anyway. Blah. Plus, I can just taste the mold and mildew on that. We're gonna take a little bit of alcohol and just in case. Yeah, because that does not that does not taste like something that is clean. Ugh. Anyhow, what doth it perform? I was trying to play my didgeridoo, but I haven't done it in a long time. Mike, welcome in, brother. I am dual streaming. I don't know if you realize it or not. I am streaming vertically and horizontally via the Meld software. I have 0 left in right-hand coordination, so never been able to play guitar or piano, but I can smash the shit out of a drum kit. Really, I have a drum kit. I have multiple drum kits if you haven't seen them. I have an acoustic drum kit, an actual drum kit, and a digital drum kit. We do have a red blinking light. Just, again, a heads up. If the audio dies, let me know. That's what she said. Ha ha! But I have a digital drum kit and an acoustic drum kit. I have always been a hand percussionist, but when we had the band, we had a total of 4 djembes and a set of congas and no drum kit. So I got a tax return and went out and bought a drum kit, and I've had it ever since. That I've had for over 30 years. I got it to do YouTube and Twitch now. We were talking about that earlier. I'm sticking with just YouTube, but that's awesome that you got it all worked out. I got a dig as well. Right on, Lions. Yeah, no, the kindred spirit thing is strong. Especially, like I said, I've never had any desire to travel overseas until I met Lions and Sophia. And now I want to, and I think I could land somewhere in the middle and maybe get them to meet me. But I don't have any money for all that. But it's a thought. But no, I've been a hippie since probably my early 20s at the latest, as far as like literally going to music festivals and all that stuff. Earlier than that, because my first festival I was 19. But as far as like hardcore, what I would be considered a hippie, I would say since my early 20s for sure. So I've got, like you had, Sophia, I've got old music tickets and festival bracelets. I mean, the shifter on my truck has a stack of festival bracelets. I thought I had another box out here with some cool stuff, but if I do, it's buried. Oh, there's one for you. Oh, that's a funny one. If I can get it. Oh, the hanger broke. Just don't rip it. Oh, don't rip it, whatever you do. Okay. Dun dun dun. All right. Boy Scout uniform. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Ha ha ha. And no, I didn't make... Hell, my mom, I never even got the life patch on there. I did not make Eagle because I aged out. I turned 18 and, you know, I think Sophia said it the other day. I found alcohol and women and stopped paying attention to Boy Scouts. I had the counterculture part of hippie life down. I'd wear that shirt now. Well, that's why I kept it for you, Sophia. You could put your other patches on it too. It would be really cool. Never mind. I had, I know there's other stuff out here. There's a box kite. Nobody's seen that. Oh, I don't know if it's full of silverfish, but Oh, what did I just trip over? I got 4 other cameras running and none of them are on, or I know what I mean by that. Oh, there it is. Whoop. So yeah, that's what I used to do for a living. Vertical stream. There it is. Ha ha ha. I don't know if y'all can see basically what that is. It's a box kite. It just doesn't have the cross pieces in it. It's big. But yeah, I used to make kites for a living. Ha ha ha! So beat that with your hippie stories. I made hemp kites. Shop touring with Smokester. Yes. Yes, I look cool with my shroom patch. Exactly. Oh, I know my battery's going to die. And I think what I want is in the camper. We were talking about Jack Herrera the other night, and somebody mentioned his book. I have 2 copies of his book, and they are both signed. And one of them is signed with a personal note. It's my old copy. I don't have it here, but I found something else. But when he saw my original copy, he said it was one of the most read and shared copies he had ever seen, because I love sharing the information in that book. But anyway, fucking hippies. Here you go, Sophia. The wonderful flight to the mushroom planet. Oh man, can I find my creepy children? Oh, tell me I have my creepy children here. Oh, this is fun. I don't think I have them though, unless they're stashed in here. A lot of my stuff is still stashed in the camper. Wow, I have so much stuff, y'all. I really need to get rid of it all. Anybody want a bunch of stuff? Oh, I wish I could find them. Oh, I found a chicken. Ha ha ha! Well, it's not what I was looking for, but I found a chicken. He's a Hubba Bubba chicken. If anybody remembers Hubba Bubba. I think you load him up with little gumballs and he drops them out his butt. Yep. Bloop, he walks around dropping little gumballs. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. My name is not Mike taking stuff. Yeah, he winds up in his little egg dropper. Or she winds up rather. Oh, and the little egg dropper opens and closes. Yay! Oh, I have so much crap, you have no idea. Like I said, I used to do eBay, so I've got piles of random shit for sale that when my mom got sick, I stopped selling, and then after my mom passed, my dad got sick. He's still around, but basically I was doing other stuff for years and didn't focus on any of that. I'd love that chicken. Stuff is great. At least you have space. Yeah, I'd still love to get rid of it. Visited that planet many a time. Plywood. What's going on? What planet were we talking about? Did I miss something? I need to read this. I have to find the chats because I'm totally lost on the chats. I'm not dead yet. Shop touring with Smoke. Plywood, thanks for stopping in, by the way. Mike is making stuff. Everybody, thank you very much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've just gone off on a tangent because I sat with Sophia as she sat on her floor of her new place and went through some boxes, and I told her I wanted to share some stuff with her that was similar. The book, Mushroom Plant. Oh, yeah. I've got 16 of my own little egg droppers running around outside right now. He had so much, so much, and it was fascinating stuff. So, Rick O'Shea, the guy that owned the kite shop, he was that type of person. That's where I got the crystal from, all this stuff. His room, when you walked into his room, I knew him for decades. And when you walked into his room, every time you looked, you saw new stuff. And he was paraplegic, so this is paraplegic. I guess it represents pushing yourself around in a wheelchair whose wheels come way up here. But anyway, he had people that kept up with cleaning it and all and organizing it and all, so that was helpful. But that's awesome. That's what I love about the community, Mike. I have some of my grandmother's things to put up for sale. So interestingly, eBay now does live auctions. I have not done eBay in years, but I still have everything set up. So that's, now that I'm set up to do live streaming, that's something else I've thought about, is looking further into the eBay live auction thing, because that would be fun. And most of the money that I've invested into this stuff is not on the top of my, it's written off pretty much. Whatever I can get out of this stuff, I'm good with. I'd like to get, some decent money out of it. Some of it has great value. I'm not going to give away the stuff that has good value. But a lot of the bland stuff I'd put out there for 99 cents and watch the auction, see what happens. That was always the fun of eBay for me, was the auction format. And then they went into this buy it now format, which it made it a lot harder because I had to come up with a solid price. Whereas when it was auctions, again, I'd start things at 99 cents, and if it was an item that I knew people wanted, I'd watch that price go up. And every time somebody bids, it makes a cha-ching sound on your phone app. So that was always fun, because I'd be somewhere completely different, at a bar, hanging out, having a drink, and all of a sudden my phone would go cha-ching, and I'd be like, just made some money. Lions knows about it. I've called out his eBay makes noises in the background on his stream sometimes. Last couple of minutes on action was nail-biting times. I missed part of that. Sorry, I have a mustache hair itching my nose. The last couple of minutes on action. Auction. Oh, auction. That explains everything. Yeah, auctions. Auctions is different. Dude, if you haven't heard the story, Sophia, I found a stack of vintage synthesizers. This is a stack of vintage synthesizers, or a big sandwich. That was worth tens of thousands of dollars, and each one of the ones that I sold, you want to talk about watching an auction that was ridiculous. It's like I'd put it out for like 2 weeks or something, I think, so that I could make sure that it got out there to the people that needed to see it. And like the initial bid was $500, then somebody jumped it up to $800, and by the end of it, it was at $7,000, and they were having a bidding war. You want to talk about mind-blowing stuff? That was awesome. Shipping it was fun, but shipping synthesizers is very, compact them very carefully. And they're heavy. But anyway, it's fun to catch a good deal on eBay. eBay is still there. eBay is still active and still does stuff. I got out of it, like I said, between my mom passing and my dad getting sick and dealing with a bunch of helping his stuff. I didn't have time for any of my stuff. So basically, there was a complete hiatus or whatever of a couple of years. And I actually ended up losing a lot of inventory that was in a shed that I had built that, holy cow, my feed is behind. Um, boop, 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 boop. A lot of my inventory was stashed in a shed that I had built that rats ended up getting into and destroying, again, thousands of dollars worth of inventory. That pissed me off, but there's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. But I take pride in when I'm picking not getting stuff that's destroyed. I like getting things that are in good condition. So having a bunch of stuff that was, since I had it destroyed, really pissed me off. But shipping has gotten expensive, and when they changed the tax thing to where you had to report anything above, is it $400 or $600, that completely defeated the purpose of what I was doing, because I stayed under the radar. I knew exactly what numbers I could make and legally do my thing. Now you can't play that game anymore. The IRS will come knocking on your door, which eventually when I start making money here, I'm going to have to do all that. But yeah, shipping right now is ridiculous. Ouch. But yeah, those synthesizers, I still have some of the ones that I kept. But I sold 2 Oberheims, which Oberheims are, so in 1984, when Van Halen 1984 came out, that was my first album. And they used Oberheim synthesizers in that album. So I knew all about what Oberheim synthesizers were in 1984. So when I drove past this pile of trash keyboards that out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, oh, it's just a bunch of toys. And then I see the word Oberheim on the back of one of them, and I literally locked up my brakes. Pulled over, jumped out of the van, and just started loading them into the van before I even realized what they were. It was nuts. If you have a dog, though, the dog will fart non-stop if it eats one. I'm not sure. A synthesizer? Do dogs eat synthesizers? I missed something. Oh, that's so funny, dude. I can't make comments now. Rat? Rat. Ah. Rat. Yes. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you for being my brain. I'll try again. I can't make comments now. I'm back for a bit. Came down with a migraine while I was off the stream. Well, while you were off the stream, well, I'm sorry. I could play you some Tibetan singing bowl. Maybe that would help. It might make it worse. I'm playing the felted end. That might help a migraine. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't ring it, though, because that would not have helped. I have no idea how much battery I have left, but it's probably not much. I'll try again. I don't know, Crystal. I think I know that song. It's a pretty simple one to play. The song is Old as the Universe. What else do I have? Oh. Here you go, Sophia. This was the original. No, there used to be a mushroom in there. It's not in there anymore. I don't think I ate it, but it's not in there. Here's some keys. He was kind of cool. He's very dusty. Oh, Mr. Mortar Man. Oh, Mortar Man. I don't want you to break. I'm not going to get Mortar Man. What else do we have? Oh, that's fun. My first water-cooled tobacco device. Oh, that's awesome. Why do I still have that? I have no idea. Because it's history. OG Mountain Dew bottle. Mike is making stuff, if you're still here. He has Mike is making stuff as a Mountain Dew guy. It'll tickle your innards. It'll tickle your titters. What? It's Mountain Dew. It'll tickle your innards. Good name for Boing. Overlord of moderators. To stop mice, use baking soda, cornmeal, and peanut butter. I got it to go through. Yeah, I don't have any mice here, rats or mice here. Well, knock on wood. I mean, even the camper, last time I checked, did not have any. But no, in here I don't have. Mountain Dew here is shit. It is. I mean, it tickles my innards and warms my cockles. I mean, it's super sweet. It's like frickin' syrup. I can drink one in the middle of the summer. An ice cold Mountain Dew can be refreshing. But if I sit there and try and drink it like Mike does, I did it years ago. I got to the point, I think I had some stomach ulcers and stuff, and it got to the point where I just couldn't physically handle it. I still like a Dr. Pepper. Again, I still like a Mountain Dew occasionally, but a good ice-cold Dr. Pepper, I like that. I try not to drink it too much. You know, I used to drink my whiskey with Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola. Cola. But, yeah, the sugars, the sodas, and they're all terrible. I have ideas and thoughts of being healthier than I am. But we all know better. The most efficient caffeine stimulant delivery system I can legally have. Yeah, right? So, real quick, anybody that remembers the motor scooter stuff, I was having an issue multiple times with a lack of hose clamps. So thanks to our rainforest brethren, Amazonian rainforest brethren, I was able to get lots and lots of tiny little hose clamps. So that'll be handy. And now, more random information with smoke. Here's a hose clamp pliers that I bought too, because of course it popped up. Thanks, Amazon. I mean, it was like $4 or $5. They might be handy. I'm on the Dr. Publix Zero Sugar. Mountain Dew is owned by Pepsi, if you didn't already know that. Thanks for the tip. I've just moved to a farm but don't see any rodents yet. Thought behind the mouse thing, they can't fart or burp once you feed them baking soda. Well, good night. Ba-dum-bum. And on our way out. Well, Crystal, thanks for sharing, and that's interesting. That's kind of like, who was it that was talking about mosquitoes and squeezing them once they bite you till they pop? Sick bastard, I think that was. But yeah, that's an interesting one. It also works on birds. Oh, poor birdies and mises. Stop popping the birds and the mises. Buddha frowns upon your bird and mouse pops. Oh, man. That's funny. All right, kids. Where are we at? We're pushing 3 hours. I think we're going to wrap that up. Boom. We literally just hit 3 hours. And that being a magic number, I have to be careful around my chickens. With 3 being the magic number, I think I'm going to wrap it up at that. completely off the chains, off the rails live stream number, whatever we're on. You got catch smoke, so hopefully they would take care of any. No, they'd sit there and watch them and be like, huh, that's neat. What's that called? I've never done it, by the way. Yeah, seagulls. That was the thing with seagulls. People would do that. But anyway, once again, we could sit here and bullshit for the rest of eternity, but my microphone's about to die. It's blinking really fast now. And 3 hours is a nice, good number. So I want to say, again, seriously, I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here. I should have a long-form video on Wednesday. Normal upload time is 4:20 Central. Couldn't catch them. I gotta keep going because y'all are talking. But the subject matter, I have no idea what Wednesday's video is going to be about. I have, for anybody who is lurking and wondering, there will be more automotive content coming up soon. I have 2 different things in the pipeline. One of which is fixing a friend's car down in Gainesville, and the other is getting the Ford F-350 diesel that I'm trading the tractor for. I got 2 batteries to get that started and hopefully get it over here. Again, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Check me out on Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Thanks, y'all. Seriously. Now I got to figure out how to turn this off. I think if I turn that off and then hit that. Bye, y'all. That and that. Then we should be good to go.